Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Look at that. What was that? What was that?
That was me because like you're like yeah it's gonna I just we're live I just have to hi
Dana
everybody,
was
thank you so
was
much for joining us tonight. I've had a horrible day.
Dana was concerned that the show would not go live right at 6.
It's 6:01 already.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it was 6 when it went live, and what I was explaining was even though the
okay,
stream even though we
got a
had not
whole
actually
60 seconds to work with.
even though we exactly even though we had not appeared on camera yet, and I had not unmuted our microphones for the viewers yet, it still technically was live.
It still technically was live.
Wow. Okay. So yes,
Oh
you
boy.
you already said you have, and I know because I talked to you about it earlier. You had a really rough day today. So you can talk about it as much or as little as you would like here at the beginning.
I need to add to my note, I'm going to use red pen for this because I need to nope, not that. Where's the bookmark of what I want to talk about with the doctor tomorrow? I need to um so um teaching is so hard. Like anyway, teaching is
Just
hard.
normally, yeah.
Yeah, teaching is hard. It's challenging in a way that I like. Teaching during COVID has been. Does anybody know the name Johnny Verbeck? Probably not.
I've never heard it. I don't think.
I've never sang that song for you.
Johnny Verbeck.
Yeah, the tale of Johnny Verbeck.
Apparently
He
not.
made the finest sausages and sauerkraut, I expect.
I don't think I've ever heard that.
He made the finest sausages the world had ever seen until one day he invented the sausage making machine.
Oh, and well,
Oh, Mr. Johnny Verbeck, how could you be so mean? I told you you'd be sorry for inventing that machine. Now all the neighbors' cats and dogs will never more be seen. They've all been ground to sausages in Johnny Verbeck's machine.
oh wow, that took a dark turn at the end. You won me over with that last couple of lines. That was.
Oh, wait, it gets better.
It gets darker.
Yeah, one day the darn thing busted. The darn thing wouldn't work. Or no, the darn thing wouldn't go. And Johnny Verbeck, he stepped inside to see what made it so. I'm sure you can tell where this is going.
Yeah, but please
His wife,
continue.
she had the nightmare when walking in her sleep. She gave the crank a heck of a yank, and Johnny Verbeck was meat.
Oh my god, that's so incredibly dark. I love every second of that.
I thought you
It's like,
might.
okay, now hang on, just hang with me. You thought it was bad when he ground up all the dogs, but just wait. It gets
Oh no,
better.
Caitlin, I'm so sorry. Well, you know what you could do is run the bathwater. And by the time we actually get going with watching Deep Space Nine, your bath will probably be full. And then you have like a table beside the tub, and you put the computer there, and then you can just like watch the show in the bathtub. Let me
There
tell
you
you,
go.
baths are just like the bomb.
So
It is hard, Sarah, but I think you undersell yourself because you're at the university level, and a lot of the instructional the learning is the responsibility of the student because they're grown-ups. So you're what is valued at that level is your expertise, and you got a lot of that.
um
So
now
I'm all
before you talk a little bit more about your day, I know there are a couple people, at least a couple people who have popped up in the chat who I don't think have been with us for one of these before. So just so everybody knows, are you okay?
yeah, it's not coming through the earbuds all of a sudden.
That's weird.
That's not good.
That's weird. But anyway, so we are going to be watching Deep Space Nine. We'll be watching Necessary Evil. And so if you haven't queued it up on your end yet, whatever you have it, whether you have Netflix or Paramount Plus or you have it on DVD or whatever, go ahead and queue up the episode Necessary Evil from
No, I don't
season
want
two.
to.
At Cue up the episode Necessary Evil from season 2, and get ready to watch it along with us in a few minutes after we get done our usual start of the show chit chat. So, do you still not hear through your
I
earbuds?
don't know how to change the speakers. Like I click the speakers and it says speakers are Realtek audio. I'm like, yes, but I don't want them to be Realtek audio. Speakers. Select narrator audio. I don't want, is that it? System settings.
What are you looking at your Windows settings?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I go into Zoom?
You can try it. Could you hear me before?
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Well, I mean through the earbuds. I mean, or was it coming through the
I
speakers
don't
the whole
know
time?
now. It's audio settings.
Okay.
Okay. Microphone, test speaker, see, I don't want it. It's not recognizing it. Like I have SEMA system and Realtek audio speakers. Like these aren't Realtek audio speakers.
Can you unplug it and plug it back in?
I did that already once. Now watch. Now because you said it, it's gonna do a thing. It's not doing the thing. Uh-oh. I don't know. I don't know what to do, Steve.
Okay, it's okay.
They're on everything. Your channel's gonna get
no, it's not. It's okay.
Off of the internet.
It's okay. It's okay.
People will have to like watch you on television or something.
We're gonna figure it out. Is that is weird that it's not recognizing them at all.
Not one damned little bit. Well, let me do it this way. So if I put them in here, oh wait, maybe I can do it this way. Maybe I can do it this way. Like his. Because I've got one of these things.
This is exciting.
I've got it's a dongle. I've got a dongle.
You gotta have a dongle.
I just wanted to tell everybody that.
This.
Come on. Oh, it did a thing.
Did it work? The dongle worked.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Wow. You sound like you're in a cave, but I can hear you.
But it's coming through the earbuds.
Yes.
Okay.
You really do sound like you're in a cave. I don't care. It works.
You can hear me.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't sound like I'm coming in from a cave to everybody else, do I? Just to make sure.
You didn't before.
I didn't before. Okay,
just,
so it's
yeah.
your.
It's my end, but
I would love to know what the deal is with that.
It just occurred to me that I have these plugged in. They're in my ears, and they're actually muffling you. And I was like, wait, that's not good. That's bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I should sound fine, but 255 AD. Turns out your mother had a torn ligament. Well, I'm glad that it wasn't anything worse than that. And as we said on Friday, I hope that she has a speedy recovery for sure.
Oh God.
Yeah. So anyway, now that we've solved your thank you Vilcata. Thanks to everybody confirming that I sound okay. Yeah. Now that we've sorted through the tech issues, don't you love last minute tech issues? Did you want to talk any more about your day for a few minutes?
So I'm reading this book called Trauma Stewardship, an everyday guide to caring for the self while caring for others. It sounds boring as heck, you guys, but it's actually very relevant and hopefully is going to be helpful. So far, the first chapter was about a new vision for our collective work. I don't even remember what that was. The 3 levels of trauma stewardship, which is essentially about the job, like how being involved in dealing with other people's pain and problems gives you like a secondary, vicarious trauma through, having to sort of manage your emotional response and deal with that. And you can't live somebody else's life for them. I mean, honestly, parents could benefit from this. And then this one, the chapter 4, the warning signs of trauma exposure response. And I'm just sort of like feeling helpless and hopeless. Check. Not so much hopeless, but helpless. I mean, there is hope somewhere there. If there wasn't hope, I would no longer be a teacher. Oh, and then this one, I was just like, ha, check. A sense that one can never do enough.
Yeah.
If that ain't teaching in a nutshell, oh Lord. And I mean, and then Now it goes on to say the belief that, quote, I am not doing enough and I should be doing more is widespread and often a powerful influence on our life. And I'm just like, I'm super proud of myself because I've gotten myself away from that particular the edge of that particular cliff. This is the first year that I don't bring my school stuff home Monday through Thursday. I bring it home over the weekend in case, like this past weekend, you get some sort of notification that's like, by the way, we need you to do this on Monday. Ugh. So, that's a little bit more time there. So I like to have my email accessible. But yeah, the sense that, we aim for, and I think I have a video coming up about this, about the way that we set goals, or at least planned. We aim for 100% graduation rate and, all students, achieving at high levels. We know we're never going to, it's not going to happen. It's not actually possible. Life happens there, students move around a lot and they get behind. It happens. Okay. But that doesn't mean it's okay to be like, you know what, 80% graduation, that's fine. We're good with that. That's what we're going to shoot for. No, you can't shoot. So you have to somehow, and I haven't gotten to this part yet, you have to figure out how to navigate the fact that you need to shoot for goals you're not going to get. It's really hard. It's so hard. So that was a big one. And then diminished creativity. One day, you guys, I'm going to read you, I'm going to have that, Lois Lane meets Superman for the first time fanfic. That'll be at a readable stage. I've been working on it for what, years now, Steve?
It hasn't quite been years in the plural, but it's been a while.
Well, it feels like it.
Well, I'm sure it does.
Oh, and then chronic exhaustion. I'm like, hey, look, it's me. They even drew a little cartoon, and apparently I'm a bald guy. But
it's an interpretation.
But it's so hard. And the thing is, like, COVID's made it worse. Mm-hmm. But I think a big part of it is in part because of my late work expectation that I've become more willing to accept late work. I've as a result of doing that, I see students trying more. And as a result of that, I'm developing more empathy for them. And so when they're struggling and it's not something that I can, it's not a matter of not understanding the material and I can explain that.
Yeah.
It's a student breaking down in tears because they live with their dad and they miss their mom and their mom doesn't want to talk to them.
Jeez.
Yeah. Or a student having an anxiety attack because of how much school they've missed and how far behind they are. So that one student, that was today, student went to the office. I said, yes, that's fine. I said, can you sign out? And they were just like, I said, it's a yes or no question. It's no, that's okay. I'll give you the backup pass instead of the regular one. I got to go. Okay, backup pass it is.
Yeah.
And I fortunately found some other teacher to watch my class for a few minutes. I darted up to the office, talking to this kid. Your health comes first. I don't put your health before your grade in my class, or I'm going to venture this, even though I don't teach your other classes or your other classes. Your health has to come first. If you need me to like talk to your parents or anything, I totally will. We will get through this one way or another.
Yeah.
And the thing is, what I need to make sure, I've set up a telehealth appointment with my doctor for tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I can't keep doing this. Like, I was hyperventilating in class in front of the students, like still able to manage, but it's not sustainable. And it's going to continue past whenever we get everybody vaccinated. First of all, we're going to have lingering effects. Second, anxiety about grades and, family issues. That's not COVID. I need to be prepared to deal with that.
That's something that, and there's no, like at least COVID has some kind of hypothetical end date to it, even though we don't know when it is. like,
Yeah.
that eventually things will go back to somewhat normal. But with things like what what your
Yeah.
student was facing today, like you know,
Yeah.
that's just something that happens that you have no control over, and and that you have no, you can't, have any expectation about that at all. It just kind of happens. Um, but yeah, but I will
Mm.
say I am glad that since you've been home,
Yeah.
you do seem better. Like we talked right after school, and you were definitely still feeling it,
Mhm.
feeling the effects of the day, but you seem at least a little better now. So, hopefully that continues, and hopefully tomorrow isn't quite as bad. Yeah, exactly. Hey, knock on wood.
I mean, and there's my little gremlin who's just, sweet, smart as a freaking whip. And, I've talked with this particular student, I'm just lazy. No, no, you don't. Look, blog post. I wrote about that. No
Yeah,
such
that's
thing.
one of your things. That's the
No,
lazy thing
don't
is
don't
one of
hide
your
behind
things.
that. You think that by saying something negative about yourself, the adult will let you, get away, let you go.
Right.
You are choosing to prioritize other things. Figure out why. So
Yeah.
anyway, it's been really, really hard. Oh, but I don't think I saw Matt in the chat. There's some poetry for you. But
Hey, you're a
I
poet.
did get a video shot with the student work, and that'll be
Oh,
coming up
yes,
eventually.
because
Yes,
yeah.
I'm so stoked
And yeah,
because
that's actually the next one of yours I have to edit. And I told you I would work on that one tomorrow. Yeah. Um, it's going to be great.
so yeah,
Um,
I'm really excited to show some student work on my channel. So what
um,
about you? How has your day been?
well, before I go into that, I just saw Black Cover 95 asked a question in the chat that I get occasionally. Why do you hide the like dislike ratio? Because a few years ago, my videos and my channel were targeted by like other shitty
Trolls,
YouTubers, yeah,
trolls.
professional trolls basically, and their hordes of shitty fans. And one of the things that trolls and troll followers like to do to quote unquote attack videos is to bombard the likes dislikes and just spam the dislike button. So I just took that toy away from them, and and I do that automatically for all my videos now, and I've been doing it that way for so long that you know I just kind of leave it that way. So if you click like or dislike on one of my videos, it still counts. You just don't get to see what the totals are.
Ooh, it's a mystery.
Yeah, that's right. Um, but yeah, my day has been pretty good. I spent most of it writing. I'm writing next today's Wednesday video. Of course, today's Wednesday video. Today's Wednesday. Today's video. Um, Not tomorrow's Wednesday video. Today's video went up, and I'm really happy with how it turned out, and the response seems to be pretty good so far. As my video about the DC animated movie universe, and next Wednesday is going to be the next video in my best Batman ever series, and it's going to be about the Adam West 1966 Batman TV series. So I've been writing the script for that for the past couple of days, and I was working on it most of the day today. And so that's been mostly my day, but it's been fine because I get to write about Batman and I like Batman. So, can't complain about that. We
Oh no, you
did,
can always
I
complain.
could, I could. Um,
That's true.
we, we got our first frost of the season this morning, which means that it is now the start of the Steve complains about how cold it is season.
Up
Um,
there in the frozen north, buddy.
Yeah. But it's fine. That hasn't been, I mean, honestly, it's not that, it's not, oh, the laugh effect. How dare you? How dare you? The worst Batman ever. Outrageous. That fighting words saying the Adam West Batman is the worst Batman ever. How dare
Now,
you?
would you say Zack Snyder's Batman is the worst Batman ever? Is that a pretty easy pick, or would you
I mean, the thing
you might
is,
have to think about it?
I'd have to think about it because
Okay.
I mean, Batman actually, Zack Snyder's Batman is not great, and Zack Snyder doesn't have any more of an understanding of what makes Batman work than he has Superman.
Mhm.
But Ben Affleck as Batman does a fine job. Like the actor is fine, and
Mhm.
as I knew he would be. I
He
remember
sure is.
he's boy,
Ah,
he's fine. Um,
Queen.
as I knew he would be. I remember several years ago when he first got cast, a lot of the same people who are now like these restore the Snyderverse dipshits who are like,
Yes.
who are standing for, the Affleck Batman, they were
Me, 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 me.
they were the same people who were complaining, "Oh my god, Ben Affleck is Batman." Like they thought it was the worst thing in the world. And I was one of the people at the very beginning who was saying, "Look, I guarantee you Ben Affleck as Batman is not going to be the worst part of this movie." And I was right. He was the best part of the movie, even though the movie sucked. And I'm talking about Batman versus Superman now. Even though the movie was awful and was almost without redeeming quality at all, one of the things about it that was not terrible was, at the very least, Ben Affleck as Batman and Bruce Wayne was pretty good. So,
Steve. So what you mean is
uh huh.
you
Go
were
ahead.
right.
Ah. Ooh, that's exactly what I mean. Um, but yeah. Yeah, yeah, Ghost Rule says Nipple Batman was the worst. Yeah, I think the Joel Schumacher Batman, and I don't want to pile on Joel Schumacher because he got so much hate during the 90s and early 2000s from comic fans.
And
Um,
deservedly so.
yeah, and well, deservedly so, but like the worst thing he did was make some shitty movies. Like he wasn't a murderer, you know what I mean? Like we didn't need to try to ruin the guy's life. He made some shitty Batman movies, and they were shitty Batman movies. But that if that's the worst thing you do in your life, you still probably did okay. So yeah, I would think his Batman, both the Kilmer version and the Clooney version, would probably be at or very near the bottom of the worst Batman, and
Ever.
certainly yeah, and certainly in terms of like the live action versions. I mean, yeah, come on, like it's not even that's a no brainer, because
255 AD, I do want to jump in and answer your question. Just watch any Aleve commercial ever. You said his dad's knee was working but painful, but he got it replaced because it's free on the NHS. Do most Americans in that situation just learn to cope with the pain?
a lot of them do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of them do.
It sucks so much.
Yeah. But yeah, oh, and Black Cover 95 asked, what do I think of Lewis Wilson's Batman? And Lewis Wilson, for people who don't know, Lewis Wilson was Batman, and he was actually the first live action Batman in the 1943 movie serial. Uh, I mean, he was all right. That movie serial, it's not good. It's extremely low budget. The script is terrible. And it's a serial, so it's not really designed to be watched straight through in one sitting. Because like if you watch it straight through from beginning to end, it's like 3 hours long. But it wasn't designed to be watched like that. It was doled out in 15-minute episodes. Every week, you would go back to the theater to see the next episode. Um, but yeah, I mean, I thought he was okay given the limitations of the project. I wouldn't rank him. I think it's almost unfair to compare him to people who played Batman later in more sort of competent productions. But I thought he was fine. Yeah, and yes, now that's yeah, Black. It is. It's extremely. It was made during World War II. It's basically a piece of World War II propaganda. So it is extremely racist toward Japanese people, which is the most unfortunate thing about it. Yeah, the villain is a supposedly a Japanese character played by a white actor in yellowface, and it's super racist, super anti-Japanese. Um, but yeah, anyway, what do you say we watch a little Deep Space Nine? Okay, here we go. Now that you've got your pizza, and I've got mine right here, so we're gonna eat some pizza and watch some Deep Space Nine.
What a
Um,
lovely evening.
255 AD. Arnold was hilarious as Mr. Freeze. He's not what I don't know if I would necessarily say he was good as Mr. Freeze, but he was very funny and very quotable. I still quote Arnold's Mr. Freeze. You're not putting me in the cooler. Cool party.
Take two of these.
And
Oh, wait.
yeah,
And call me in the morning.
kill the heroes. Yeah,
Ah,
he's a lot of fun. He's full of fun. Arnold's Mr. Freeze. He's full of fun. Oh, our Duando pant check first. Look at that right there. Look at that. Telling you, that was a bit. That was a
Oh,
bit for
oh,
that video. I'm nearly always clothed. Oh yeah, David CJ. Yeah, see, yeah, we are both
pantsed.
pantsed. We,
I got lots of compliments on these things today. The pattern's just really, they're sort of a mauve and it's like tie-dye, and they're super comfy and they just look kind of interesting and weird and a little bit floral, but not exactly. So it's kind of
kind of
like, huh,
cool. Yeah.
yeah, kind of cool. Not actually cool. I would never make that claim, but kind of.
Okay, so we will be watching Deep Space Nine season 2. I think it's episode 9, but it's Necessary Evil. So hopefully everybody has it queued up already. And Dana, are you ready?
Well, we talked for a little bit, so let me make
Yeah, make
sure.
sure that
Nope.
you're.
Okay. Okay. I'm right at thunder cracks. So, which is like absolutely wrong. Everybody knows thunder doesn't crack.
Well,
It
no,
rolls.
it rolls, and then the lightning strikes.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. All right. I'm ready. I'm waiting on
do
you,
you know?
dude.
Do you know where the thunder rolls, though? Deep in her heart, the thunder rolls.
I was going through the
You were
lyrics.
running through it in your head.
I was. I actually was.
Storm goes on, out of control, deep in
There
her
we
heart. Okay, episode 8. Sorry, I said episode 9. It's episode 8 of season 2. But anyway, it's Necessary Evil, so hopefully everybody has it queued up, and I'm going to count us in from 3, and we will watch it together. And by the way, we're going to try to finish up the show within the next hour or so. So there will probably be fewer breaks during the commercial breaks. We'll watch it straight through.
and we'll try not to talk as much.
Well, we can talk. We can make
As
funny
much.
jokes. We can make funny, hilarious jokes. So if you do sort of think you're falling out of sync with us, the time code will be on screen there. So use that to resync if necessary. Okay. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play. In a galaxy. Yeah, never mind. It was a dark and stormy night.
$2.55 AD, absolutely. Sarah, that's not entirely fair. There are ways for it to be well lit without it being sunny.
Ta ta. I love the guy coming out of the shadows. So it transitions from noir to nighttime soap.
It's more like a telenovela.
Oh yeah, well, that's like a nighttime soap cranked all the way up. It's like all the cheesiest parts of a nighttime soap. That's it. That's all it is.
This one goes up to 11.
Why not just make 10 louder? These go to 11. Yes, Chris Kringle, the effect would be spoiled if she were to shout burglar. It would have been funny though if the guy like coolly steps out of the shadows like he's supposed to be there, and she like jumps and turns around and goes, "Oh shit! What the fuck are you doing here?"
Jap, what do you mean? Is it when you say it's a very effective way of establishing a femme fatale? Is it the outfit, the hair, the earrings? I mean, we're talking about a whole bunch of things.
The thunder. And now, our story. I love that he's a cop who has disdain for records. Like
He
he's
doesn't
no.
sound particularly pleased. I'll say that.
I mean, the real reason why he's doing the log is, I mean, it is beyond his comprehension because he's doing the log because it's a detective story and it needs to have a voiceover by the detective. But, he's a character in the story, so it is beyond his comprehension. You should call the lock picking lawyer. Only to serve a customer's needs.
Only to help us make profit. Come on, it's all about the framing.
Exactly. That's what he should have said.
Time this, brother.
Okay. Click out a 1, 2 is binding, and we've unlocked it. Yes, Rom having skills is definitely something to remember. This is
Odo
the
needs to put that in the log.
Rom has skills. End of log.
Uh-oh.
There are drops of magnesite quark. Try to keep up.
You don't know, Bob.
Shh.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, just another broke nerd. This is one of the first episodes where they start to turn Rom's character, and he's not just the dipshit brother, but
Snake fit cat. That's good.
exactly. Just a
It is
piece of
important right
paper?
now. We're just
Don't you have your phone, brother? Oh, what I meant to say was welcome. Oh, boy. 255 AD. Yeah, apparently the universal translator doesn't translate written text. I swear it wasn't me.
well, he had it coming.
I know I had means, motive, and opportunity, but it wasn't me, I swear.
What I didn't have was intelligence. That hasn't been established yet.
Not yet. They're just starting that.
How do you know he knows? I just know.
I know that he knows. He's not even dead yet, Rom. Take it easy. Christopher Heckman, exactly. Good cop, bad cop.
A map with no names. Wait, no. Oh, those are the names for the map. No. Okay, never mind.
Ooh, that hurts.
Oh, Sarah Scott, you want to know?
Sarah, I used to wonder that too, and then it occurred to me it's probably just Odo making his neck look like a Cardassian neck.
I have my suspicions.
I've been watching the series in the present day, and I know you'd make a good one.
Azalea, exactly. Well, don't you care?
There's very little, but there is some. You can round up 9.
Trifles, really.
Yes, we called it Changeling's Court. Yeah, and Sarah and Snakebit Cat, absolutely. He's Ducat is an amazing character. Ooh la la. Eh. I like your alternate episode title there, NS Mike 87. Blob Cop Origins. This week on Star Trek, Blob Cop. Sarah, I wonder if we'll find out who he was having the affair with.
All of you. Wait, really? It's been very busy.
It's the Murder on the Orient Express solution. The true culprit is everyone, all the characters. You didn't
He's
see
been
that coming,
having an
did
affair
you?
with everybody.
Yeah. And
Music.
Kemp, whether it was centered on Odo or not, I would love a like detective show set in the Star Trek universe. That would be fantastic.
Yep, because women have shorter hair when they're older.
Yeah, exactly. Like you, Dana.
That's how you know I'm like 17.
Because of your long hair.
Exactly.
Oh, the laugh effect, Terrac Noir. That is perfect.
All on his really annoying, stubborn own. Oh, I was waiting for him to say nothing. I've got my eyes closed.
Hey, whose kids are these?
Sarah, exactly. That's how you get things
That's
done
the
around
origin
here.
story of Sarah being a mod.
Dun, dun. You owe me. Nice. Why are their bags orange?
The laugh effect, you're probably confusing this episode with another episode that also takes place during Odo's time under the Cardassian rule that comes from a later season, which is also a great episode.
255 AD, there's no ethical consumption under capitalism. Same sort of thing. I mean, if you're living in a fascist state and you know, eat a loaf of bread that was grown by fascists, are you supporting fascism? In fact, a lot of people don't. That's kind of how fascism works.
You filthy collaborator eating bread.
Steve, you're getting thanked by Caitlin, BT dubs.
Oh, okay. You're welcome. I like dogs.
I will say, if that's completely a wig, it's nicely done. That lace front is good.
I think they probably just weaved it in, like it's her real hair on the front.
That's in the front, pulled sort of back and over it. It's possible that it's extensions. Yeah. Survival and no longer, and well, like Steve said, collaboration.
Yeah.
Kira apparently thinks he's gone too far. Oh, saw that one coming. I'm like, no, everybody chooses sides, dude.
You're on a side.
We've all taken sides.
What's a list?
But you don't have a mustache. I'm investigating. Her wig's not as good.
I love everybody picking up on the Columbo reference. Yeah.
It's
Oh, there's just one more
one more
thing.
thing.
Columbodo. Yes, thank you, Sarah. Columbodo. And then he just leaves. Looks like Rip Taylor. Or no, Rip Torn. Not Rip Taylor, Rip Torn. Different rips. Like in Chinatown. Wait, I'm security. Never mind.
Dun dun dun.
Black cover. Yes, he's RIP now. So. I'll also need a sandwich and some chocolate milk. I thought your name was Gul Dukat.
He's not certain it's the right name.
Maybe some chocolate companionship. All right. Oh, Ghost Wheel. That's a really good comparison. That Ducat is like Christoph Waltz in *Inglorious Bastards*. They're very similar characters. Yeah. Make me sick. I think a Ferengi would totally do that, but whatever. Moving on.
Oh, crunch. That was a nice back
Just drink your Windex and mind your business.
bump. Cures what ails you, or possibly ails what cures you.
Well, you know. I love his hard-boiled narration. I love it so much.
It's
no one ever had to teach me the
cheesy.
justice trick.
I don't know, and I don't care. Hey, that's our shortstop. Oh my god! It's so cheesy.
Yep.
Ah! I'm not sure.
Well, I don't like that choice. Obviously. Good for you.
Good girl.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll just give him the time off. My ears are burning. Well, you didn't have to get testy. What?
So how come he's got lines on his forehead?
Oh, that's not. No, see, that's I don't like that. I love how it's Star Trek and it's the future and he's going to kill him with a pillow over his face.
Oh man, I don't get
The ROM alarm going off exactly. Somebody
Is
hit the
that the
snooze button.
alarm?
The oh, nice, nice. No, I'm late for my flapper party. Azalea, no, Lita hasn't shown up yet.
Oh, 255 AD, the current one. Didn't really notice it. Was looking at the headpiece, which is pretty cool. Ah, yes, you did.
Yeah, Black Cover 95, you were right. She was only pretending to be a bad liar.
Oh, come on, listen to the music, Kira. Aww.
And because it's Deep Space Nine, we leave on a note of non-resolution.
Dun, 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 as one does.
What a good episode.
I enjoyed it.
I'm so glad you did. I know you've had kind of a rough go with the Deep Space Nine episodes lately, so I'm glad you enjoyed this
Not
one.
so much lately. I just was that last one.
The last one was really, yeah, the well, but this is, I mean, Sarah mentioned in the chat earlier that she actually thinks it's the best episode of the whole series so far.
Wow. Oh, so far.
Up to this point in the series, yeah. I think it. I don't think it's quite that good, but it's really good. It's definitely one of the best episodes of the first several seasons, I think. And yeah, it's it's got all the little references to detective fiction and stuff, the Columbo
Yeah.
bit and the cheesy sort of Dashiell Hammett private eye narration, and also it's got, but it doesn't lean on those things. Those things are there if you notice them,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah.
got a it's
What do
got
you
a
mean if you notice them? Like if you're
if you've
you
no
know if you're looking in the general direction of the TV.
well, but let's just say you, for whatever reason, you've never encountered detective fiction before and you're not familiar with any of these tropes, you could still enjoy this episode because
Yeah.
it has an engaging story. It has some funny moments. It has some good character stuff with Odo and Kira, and also with Odo and Ducat as well. And it's just a really, really good episode. So yeah.
Well, what's the last one called?
Profit and Loss, I think.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Was it? No, it wasn't Profit and Loss. It was it was the first, what was it? It was the first Dominion one. I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, it was the one where, oh no, Rules of Acquisition. It was called Rules of Acquisition.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
Duh.
Oh.
Yeah, that you were not a fan of that one.
Azalea Jane, I'm so glad that my misery could at least be entertaining for somebody. It was just oh golly. Oh my goodness.
Ghost Wheel, do you think that Avery Brooks would have let them do a Spencer for Hire reference? I mean, it's hard to tell because sometimes he seems like really, really chilled out and cool, and other times it seems like maybe he would take himself a little too seriously to let them do that. Although he did get
AD given all the other shout outs. Yeah, I think so. Boy, boy. I didn't like that episode.
No.
Now the question I'm pondering is, did it? What I don't think I hated it as much as I hated the teaching bits, but there was more in the episode that got under my skin worse. Like it was, there was so much.
Yeah, I remember you. I think it was the first teaching episode where there. I think because there. I think it was the first teaching episode where you you were really having a bad time.
Because when I run into people who are like friggin' Snape apologists, I'm like, no, I don't. It does not. There is nothing. It does not matter to me how sorry your backstory is. The man chose to be cruel to children. Nope.
Yeah.
Bye.
He was abusive to children. He was he was in a position of power over children, and he mistreated them.
He chose to make them miserable on purpose because he wanted to. Like, no. Did you pick me because you knew I would react strongly? No, I think that was a surprise to him, Zilla Jade. I think so. I don't think he was quite expecting that.
Well, no. Well, actually, Danny, remember this series was actually your idea.
Yeah, because I said you've got Trek. Actually, if you you keep going on about DS9. You could have one called Trek Reluctantly, because I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll watch the show.
Yeah, but yeah, I you're the it makes for a good mix because whether I like if I like something, if something is like absolutely delighting me, then I will react in a big way. But if I don't like something, I don't react the way you react at all. Like I don't overreact to things I don't like. I underreact. And you are very
Boy, oh
much
boy.
yeah.
I had when we watched Moulin Rouge, I had no idea you hated it
Yeah.
that
Oh,
much.
yeah, cuz I did not yeah, exactly. If I had done what you did during Rules of Acquisition, I would have been like that, like the whole oh my god. But but
And
that's
I
why
would
I
have
can't
laughed just like
yeah.
that.
But that's why you would have cackled.
It's okay. We can turn it off. God, but you are like a friggin' glutton for punishment.
I told you I did
Mister,
not
I watched both cuts of the Justice League.
I told you what it was. I did not want the movie to win.
You know how
It's
you
a
prevent the movie from winning? By turning it off.
no. It's a
When
war
the
of
movie
attrition.
plays the whole time and you suffer through the whole thing, that's when the movie wins, Steve.
We have different perspectives.
Yeah, I know. Steve,
yeah.
you're wrong.
So you're like, I'm aware of our differing perspectives. Yeah.
Homebuddy. Okay, so I've been looking for this GIF for like years. There's one of him like striding into the classroom with his cape billowing gloriously, and the line across it says, "Sit down and shut up." he has the snake face on, and yeah, yeah. Ooh, Chris Kringle, ouch. Why would you do that? I'm so sorry. What I don't know.
Yeah.
There's 255 AD because there's always a choice. Yeah, exactly. That's what she needs to say. You know, yes, I had a choice and I made the right one. Own it, girl. I totally had a choice. I made the right one. Yeah, honestly, not so much. I'm not really keen. I mean, even McGonagall, I'm not really keen on any of these teachers. The whole like I'm just not keen on the whole system of corporal punishment. Not so much.
Yeah.
They do a lot of that. Not keen on that.
And by the way, Sarah, you asked
all right, that's all I got.
Okay. Sarah wanted to know what and I should mention this for everybody else as well. Of course, next week we'll be watching Hilda again, but the week after that, we will be back to Deep Space Nine. And the next episode of Deep Space Nine that we're going to watch is actually going to be Sanctuary. So, which is not the next episode, but the episode after the next episode. Yeah, because there's an episode right after Necessary Evil called Second Sight that I actually really like, but I think it's one of the ones we can skip. So we'll skip for Deep Space Nine. We'll skip next to Sanctuary, which is a good episode to talk about. Is a good episode to sort of spark conversation. So that'll be the next one. But before that, we will watch the next episode of Hilda. So, but yeah, you said that's all you got. We wanted to wrap up by 7:30, so
that's
we
all
can.
I got about this episode.
Yeah. So I mean, we can.
We're right on schedule.
Yeah, we can wrap up if you want. Yeah, no, we're not. We're definitely not skipping.
The only thing this episode didn't have. We're not skipping Sanctuary. We're the only thing this one didn't have, and it kind of made a shout out to it, was Odo being a hard drinker, but he's like, I don't drink. So they kind of did that thing instead.
Yeah. No, laugh effect. That's not
also. I think we're lagging here.
Yeah, we are. So it's good that we're going to end soon. Yeah, the laugh effect. Yeah, no, it's not the Luddite cult one. It's the one with the refugees is Sanctuary. That's the next one. Um, but anyway, Dana Coldares, where you can watch her videos. And
Oh yeah, and leave me comments. And some of you have been, and they are absolutely delightful. And people say interesting things and give me more ideas. And I'm sorry, I can't keep up with all the good ideas. I have a big file of things that I want to talk about. And let me tell you, y'all know I can talk. And let's also remember that Friday is our next episode of the book
Read away.
talk, Read Away, where we're going to be talking about a book that I can no longer hold up because I've given it back to the library. But it's Quicksand by Nella Larson. Yay!
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's on Friday. And also, let's not forget the charity links, charitylinks.page, which are maintained by our buddy Some Random Geek. And if you have a few spare bucks that you want to put toward a good cause, you can click the link to go to the charity links page and help out maybe some friends of ours who are in some financial distress and need a helping hand. And we would all really appreciate that. And someone asked, 255 AD said, do you think we'll watch the Luddite cult one? Yeah, I think we probably will. That's a good episode. Yeah. So, yeah, I believe that'll do. I believe that'll do. So thanks I apologize for the technical difficulties and the buffering and the lagging and stuff. There's really nothing I can do about it. I think it's mostly due to my internet connection, which sucks because I live in Hagerstown.
Yes,
and
Steve.
and our local internet connection, our local internet company is the shits, and there's not much I can do about it. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being with us. Have a good night, and we will see you on Friday for the next edition of Read Away. So thanks for watching, everybody.